Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. I was inspired by a little quick short video on Instagram and I wanted to talk about this concept. Eating in a restful state. Now this may apply for people with various digestive problems, but frankly it applies to everybody. And there's some good information here for me as well. So we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to encourage you folks to relax. Slow your breath. You can do this before you eat. Calm. Slow your thinking. Slow your worries. Yeah, almost had a yawn there. 3 yesterday. That was called out to me. So, all right. So, took some notes because I think it's important to get this right. So eat in a restful state. Basically what that means is don't eat while you're stressed out. If you're in a panic, if you're all stressed out, not the best time because you'll be in the sympathetic and digestion is suppressed when you are in the fight or flight response, which means you're more likely to have some type of a negative response to the food if you are in the stress response. So do your best to get out of that consciously, intentionally, before you eat, right? So, a couple examples of what not to do. Don't eat while driving. Your brain is on high alert then. Don't eat while watching some stressful TV, right? Possibly a comedy, but maybe not even while watching TV at all. And, for me, this is one of my things that I will be seeking to improve. Not flipping through my phone and consuming content, some of which may be stressful. So I should kind of like put my phone down and put it away from me. Maybe even put it on silent while I eat. So turn off the TV, put away the phone, and just eat. So, yeah, the parasympathetic is really where we want to be, which is also referred to as rest and digest for a reason. Because when we're in that state, digestion happens much more naturally. The digestive enzymes and the saliva production, everything works better. So, how to achieve a restful state? Mindful eating. Focus on your food and the experience of eating rather than multitasking or being stressed. Now, as it relates to symptoms, I talk about digestive issues a lot, so expect the best. See yourself feeling good after you eat, as opposed to predicting the worst, which is predicting symptoms, whether it be gas, bloating, pain, digestive issues, loose stool, constipation. So before you eat, take a moment to relax. A few deep breaths, or engage in a calming activity to transition into that restful state. Right. Slow down and chew thoroughly. Don't gorge yourself. Don't take big bites and swallow quickly. When you chew thoroughly, it helps to digest the food. Enjoy it, savor it, right? If symptoms occur, stay relaxed. Trust your body, smile. Reassure yourself it's going to be okay. One of the things I like to point out is that for many of us, our digestion was pretty good through most of our lives, and then after a certain event, digestion became a problem. I love to remind people that remind yourself that your digestion and your gut was working perfectly throughout most of your life up until this started. Now, for the people who say, well, I never had good digestion, evaluate. How often were you in that heightened stress response throughout your life? It's possible. And look, no judgment, but some people are in that fight or flight response for much of their lives. So it's never too late to shift it and to eat with intention, conscious eating with some of these tips. All right, so create a peaceful environment. Choose a quiet, comfortable place to eat and avoid distractions like TV or screens. I'm talking to myself here. I often have the TV on or a phone in front of me and I'm flipping through things. Okay? Be present. Engage your senses to appreciate the taste, texture, aroma of your food. Avoid stress eating, meaning some people, when they're all stressed out, they naturally eat. It's like an anxious thing. So if you find yourself stressed or anxious and your tendency is to grab a bag of chips or some ice cream or even some healthier foods, but you're just going to eat because you're stressed, take a break from eating and engage in activities that help you to relax before you resume eating. And sometimes people will do emotional eating, which is, I'm feeling sad, so I'm just going to eat something. And often, for me, if I find myself in less than an ideal emotional state and I'm going to the fridge, I'm looking for something, comfort food, if you will. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your hunger and fullness cues and eat at your own pace. So look, that's another thing. If you're not truly hungry, but you're just kind of either stressed or sad and emotional, and you're going to the refrigerator or the pantry for comfort, pause. Maybe take a drink of water. I find a cold drink of water is good for me. And sometimes when we think we're hungry, we were just thirsty. So that's another thing. Drink a little bit of water and wait a little bit, right? So the benefits of eating in a restful state, absolutely improved digestion. When the body is relaxed, the digestive system can function more efficiently, right? It's not suppressed. Better nutrient absorption. A calm state allows the body to absorb nutrients more effectively. Reduce stress and anxiety. Mindful eating can help manage stress and anxiety, which can negatively impact digestion, right? And enhance overall well-being. Eating in a calm and mindful way can contribute to a sense of peace and well-being. Now, admittedly, I got some of these ideas off the internet, so give credit to Google, but I thought it was useful. The major concept was eat in a restful state. And so I got a little bit of help with some ideas, but I'm going to encourage you to give this some thought and be mindful of how you're going about eating. Are you doing it in a stressed out state? Are you watching an action adventure movie while you're eating? Probably not a good thing because you're kind of stressed out, right? So think about these things and do your best to be mindful. If you're stressed out or emotional, sad, depressed, angry, and you're feeling like you're going for the food as an emotional eating, take a pause, get a cold glass of water, slow down. But if you're going to eat, do your best to make sure you're not doing it while you're stressed out. Now, a lot of people are stressed out about their symptoms, about the quality and state of their life currently. And I understand that. And for many of us going through this journey of mind-body symptoms, that's a fairly consistent state. But this will give us practice to intentionally get us out of that state. And if we can get out of it prior to eating, guess what? We can get out of it throughout the day as we go to bed, whatever it may be. So I hope you found this useful. It's not a cure in and of itself, but it's certainly going to help. So, love you folks. If you need any help, join the group, painfreeyougroup.com. If you're not a subscriber on YouTube, please hit that red subscribe button. Share this content. It was pretty cool. My landlord was just saying they were having dinner with some friends of theirs, and their friends were saying, our common friend so-and-so was talking about how, they were able to eliminate their pain from some guy. And come to find out, they were talking, my landlord's friend's friend was talking about me, and it came back in that conversation that, their friend was saying, well, what's your tenant's name again? Yeah, Dan Buglio. And sure enough, they were talking about me, which is kind of humbling to hear about. And then my landlord was saying, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. It's working. So that was kind of neat to hear through the grapevine that this stuff is working for people. So take this stuff to heart. Don't take it too seriously, but just know you can be okay. And intentionally getting out of the stress response, intentionally getting into parasympathetic before you eat can absolutely help. So, love you folks, and as usual, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.